In recent years, the scale of cross-border usage of the Chinese yuan, renminbi, has been steadily increasing. In 2022, the amount of cross-border yuan settlements in goods trade reached 7.92 trillion yuan, a year-on-year growth of 37.3%. The amount of cross-border yuan settlements in direct investment reached 6.76 trillion yuan, a year-on-year growth of 16.6%. According to Swift Statistics, in December 2022, the renminbi ranked third in global cross-border trade transactions, accounting for 3.91% of the total, nearly doubling the figure from the same period in 2021, and following only the US dollar and the euro. On May 4, according to Reuters, several Indian officials and sources reported that Russia and India have suspended negotiations on bilateral trade settlements in the Indian rupee. Russia considers holding the rupee unprofitable and prefers to use currencies such as the renminbi for payment. According to an Indian government official, as of April 5 this year, India's imports from Russia have risen from $10.6 billion in the same period of the previous year to $51.3 billion. Among them, discounted oil from Russia accounted for a significant portion of India's imports, surging 12-fold since the conflict erupted in February last year, while India's exports decreased slightly from $3.61 billion to $3.43 billion during the same period. According to a report by Bloomberg on May 5, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov mentioned the expanding trade surplus with India and stated that Russia has accumulated billions of Indian rupees in Indian banks but is unable to spend them. On May 6, according to Pakistani government sources, Pakistan may use the renminbi to pay for crude oil imports from Russia, and the first batch of 750,000 barrels of crude oil is expected to arrive in Pakistan as early as June. An unnamed official from the Pakistani Ministry of Energy stated that this transaction will be supported by the Bank of China. It is understood that Pakistan is facing an international balance of payments crisis and extremely low foreign exchange reserves. On April 29, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad mentioned the need to move away from the US dollar in transactions, stating that the confrontation first appears in the economic field. He suggested that BRICS countries could take a leading role in this matter, and that countries could choose to settle their trade transactions in renminbi. On April 29, according to Reuters, Egypt's Supply Minister Ali Moselhi stated that Egypt is considering using currencies of its commodity trading partners, including China, India, and Russia, to reduce its reliance on the US dollar. When multiple countries use the renminbi for settlements, it provides the following insights for importers and exporters. Simplified settlements. Using the renminbi for settlements can simplify international trade settlement procedures. If trading partners use the renminbi for payments, importers and exporters can avoid the need for currency conversion, reducing currency exchange costs and risks. Reduced exchange rate risk. When trading partners settle in renminbi, importers and exporters can reduce exchange rate risks. As the renminbi is used directly, traders can better predict and plan for transaction costs without being affected by exchange rate fluctuations. Expanded market opportunities. With more countries using the renminbi for settlements, importers and exporters can more easily enter markets that use the renminbi. This provides opportunities for traders to engage in trade with more countries, expand market share, and increase export opportunities. Promoting trade facilitation. Using the renminbi for settlements can facilitate trade by reducing bureaucratic procedures and time costs. This helps improve trade efficiency and facilitate the flow of funds, thereby promoting the development of import-export trade. However, traders still need to consider other factors such as exchange rate risk management, international legal compliance, and the feasibility of using the renminbi for settlements, which depends on the policies and regulatory environment between trading partners and countries. Importers and exporters should evaluate and choose the most suitable settlement method based on their specific circumstances. For import-export traders, the direct and primary benefit of receiving payments in cross-border renminbi is the ability to avoid exchange rate risk. In the current environment where an appreciation of the renminbi is widely predicted, hedging through cross-border renminbi becomes more important. Another advantage of using cross-border renminbi is the ability to save on exchange costs and trade financing expenses, thereby reducing financial costs. For example, when conducting business with countries like Indonesia, Thailand, Myanmar, Argentina, and Cambodia, quoting in US dollars would inevitably involve exchange rate differences due to variations between the exchange rates announced by their central banks, customs, and the unofficial market.